Buongiorno, buon popolo. Last Monday, the COVID-19 regulations changed again. If you've received both vaccinations and are then notified via the NHS app that you've been in contact with someone with the virus, you no longer have to self-isolate. Alongside the vaccination of 16 and 17-year-olds, we are seeing the opening up of much that had only recently been restricted. In church, we now offer the chalice at communion. It will be located in the Chapel of the Holy Cross, which means that people come forward to receive the bread at the nave altar steps, as we have been doing, and then move to the chapel on their way back to their seats. If they don't want to receive from the chalice, they simply keep moving. But those who want to receive the wine will be able to do so. We experimented with this last Tuesday and it seemed to work fine. By no means will everyone want to receive the wine, and as I have said before, receiving just the bread, communion in one kind, is perfectly fine. Just to remind you that the bishops have told us that intinction, dipping the wafer, actually creates a greater risk of infection via people's fingertips, inadvertently touching the wine as they dip. Also, this Sunday, we will distribute hymn books, and so we will be able to sing hymns wearing our face coverings. There have also been developments in the diocese that I'd like to share with you. The Bishop of Newcastle has announced her retirement from the end of November. Bishop Christine was consecrated just a few days after I became Vicar of St. Francis Church, and so I have felt a connection to her groundbreaking ministry as the first woman diocesan bishop in the Northern Province. She has blazed a trail for all women clergy, and we give thanks for her work and pray for her and for her husband Roger as they prepare to leave us. We pray also for the appointment of a new bishop and for those whose task it is to make it. In the meantime, our Cathedral Church of St. Nicholas has reopened after extensive refurbishment work, and it is now possible to visit and see the relaid floor, new interpretation, and many other improvements designed to make it a more welcoming and accessible space. The project is called Common Ground in Sacred Space, and I do recommend a visit. One final bit of news is that the diocese has asked every parish to undertake a self-review to be completed by the end of October. This is a questionnaire based on 5 areas: leadership and governance, mission and pastoral care, development of lay ministry, buildings fit for purpose, and generous giving. It so happens that in our deanery, in the past year, 4 incumbents have left, which means that there are 5 churches waiting for a decision about the future. And it makes sense that this discernment should take place alongside an assessment of all 10 parishes in the deanery. It is likely to mean more collaboration between churches in the coming years, and my view is that St. Francis is well positioned to work with other churches alongside our own mission and ministry here in High Heaton. The PCC will look at the paperwork at its next meeting in September. One further development that I would like to share is that Yvette and I are now able to visit people in their own homes if they are happy to be visited. So please Do get in touch if you would like a visit, or don't be surprised if we call and ask you if we can come and see you. If you would still prefer not to have visitors in your house, that is absolutely fine. What matters most is that people remain in control of their own space and feel safe. But what is also clear is that bit by bit, day by day, we are emerging from the pandemic and looking forward to the future.